Test test 1 2 1 2. Test test 1 2 1 2. Whoa, that's bright. Whoa, Dune is bright. It's the middle of the day in the desert. Am I streaming? Unclear. If I am. Hello, everybody. Okay, so Dune Spice Wars. Apparently 1.0 is coming out soon, and the early access is finally over, and I already get it through Xbox, so hopefully that'll continue. I still think it needs a lot of work, but I also think it's clean enough and stable enough to be released already and just have a normal audience play it, especially at the reduced price that it's at. So I played the Atreides, and typically I went through Diplomacy. I played on sort of an easier level my first time, and it was way too easy. Now I'm playing the Fremen, who are just hard in general for thematic reasons, obviously, and just how it's built. But unlike in like Civilization, where you just have like a couple of modifiers differently. First of all, okay. All right, here's my here's the, even though I'm not seeing everything in Fog of War, you can kind of see the outline. So, first major difference with Civilization. So I'm going to talk about why this game is actually good, even though I had criticisms of it. And I'm actually going to commit and excited about doing the full Fremen campaign now. And I'm actually going to set some challenges for myself, including like not pausing, like even during periods when I should, for example, and attacking way more than I normally would, and just being more aggressive and not over managing economics, because as a Stellaris player in Paradox strategy games, you just are just used to, you have all of these fucking resources, and oh god, it's so annoying. The biggest problem with strategy games, all these little menus at the sides of the screen, and you want to use a mouse scroll, and it's moving you all over the fucking place. So I gotta turn it off, and then I gotta use keyboard scroll, which I don't love. Bah, 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 bah. I also make me keep resetting my hotkeys like each time I close the game. Like, so that's something like you don't release a 1.0 if the hotkeys don't stick to the bindings. So there are actually a few things that I'm a little concerned about that they're releasing already. All right, so here are the things. I got everything on normal this time, and the domination is what I'm going for. Take over the planet. I could do it with hegemony, which is just sort of overall power of the planet, not just military. Political is how I won with the Atreides. Assassinations is espionage. That's Harkonnens or smugglers usually, I think, or the Carrinos, the Emperor's family. And then economic is I don't know. I guess smugglers can go for economic. I guess Carrino can go for economic. I guess everyone could. I played with buying some shares of Choam, which is like the intergalactic, super mega corporation or whatever in the Dune universe. And I was able to pull some like small little moves to set the market different prices that would help my spice worth more, or like actually lower the price of spice when I'm not selling a lot to hurt my opponents and so forth or whatever. So you got money, you got plascrete, okay? So you got your basic, building, currency. Manpower is army size, fleet command size, whatever you want to call it. You need it to build more units of like literally anything. Machine scraps is specifically for Fremen, and is gotten through pillaging villages, which is great because I like pillaging villages and not waiting to do it peacefully, which costs a lot and takes forever. But also just killing any mechanical units. So I can do hit and runs on mechanical units that I normally maybe wouldn't beat. Take a few losses with my units, but gets traded in the recycling plant. Okay. Also, not keeping these menus over. So, okay. So, I've been watching the playthroughs of New Age of Wonders, okay? And, while I like Age of Wonders 3, I've been a fan since the original franchise came out way back in the day. I like that it's, fantasy, and you cast spells, and you have world spells, and combat spells. The turn-based combat's fun, and the characters are interesting. The races are interesting. You can customize everything. But New Age of Wonders 4 just looks so good. It's so clean. It looks like one of those $200 board games. not Twilight Imperium, because that's just a lot of minis, but like these beautiful, gorgeous themed Euro games that are coming out now, board games that cost like $200, but like you get these gorgeous components. It almost has like that sort of sheen to it. The new Age of Wonders 4. I don't have the time or money for it right now, but I have a couple streamers that I watch that I've done playthroughs, and it's just it is just I mean, like, everyone making a game in... Judas says, I bet your favorite resource is manpower. Yeah, my manpower. I'm increasing my manpower, and guys can fill in the blanks based on your own preferences as to where I'm using my manpower. Because I am a he, him, but, sexuality is a continuum, like politics, and other things. So, who knows? Maybe it's girls, maybe it's guys, maybe it's both. It's girls. But nevertheless, always keep my options open. And while Judas is making sexist jokes like he's a big tough guy on chat, we actually talk about like all the cute young StarCraft players like Raynor and Clem. I'm outing Judas here. We talk about all the cute, and like even some of the Koreans, like how kind of cute and handsome they are. So Judas is acting like a big tough heterosexual, anti, pro-binary kind of thing going on, but he can admit, just like as all men should, I don't care how much you like women, you need to be able to admit other people are attractive. Okay. It's just art, guys. Attractive people is just art. You gotta appreciate good art. Right, Judas, you call someone handsome without being gay. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm poking fun at the man jokes you're making. So we're both poking fun, and I'm giving you a compliment. I said I'm outing you, but that was a joke too. I'm complimenting your ability to do so, because there are a lot of insecure heterosexual guys who, if they hear any talk about attractiveness, about that's not a hot girl, yeah. I mean, there are even those guys where, like, if you talk about a okay-looking girl, but that's cool, and you start talking about her being attractive, like, that's already, like, too much for them. Like, no, we only can talk about hot girls. God, men when they're acting truly like men are absolutely the worst. Okay, back to Dune Spice. All right, so why am I back playing this? So they're releasing the 1.0. I'm very curious to see how they keep sort of micro-adjusting the economics, which is something Judas and I just had a long talk about with StarCraft, about whether StarCraft needs constant economic tweaks, like micro patches, and it's not really realistic anyways, because there's just not that much action, let's be honest. Here's Carthage. This is the capital of the Harkonnens. Alright, how are they doing? They got a village here. I am pausing the beginning, guys, but once we start, we'll start. But I have to get reacquainted with everything here. So they got 3 villages. They got this area. So another problem of this is that there's like at least 3 or 4 designations with very similar colors and thicknesses of lines of districts versus terrain areas versus regions. And it makes a big difference because, like, okay, so you see these rare elements. So I need a processing plant. What's a processing plant? It just allows me to get a lot of gold that I can't get in places that don't have rare elements, right? But where... So when I go to the buildings, I built a processing plant, of course, because 20 Solari a month is a lot. All right, it says extracting rare elements from the grounds, okay? So look how there's no options there. I don't even have an option to get more information. It doesn't stay open. Oh, I was talking about Age of Wonders 4. So Age of Wonders 4... when you mouse over a menu, it gives you a second to then move the mouse on to the key terms. Like, you can see the highlighted key terms, Solari, upkeep, whatever, demolish building. You should just be able to mouse over it without having to do or click anything else to get the definition of that. And then another, nested wikis, basically, in these strategy games. Otherwise, like Stellaris literally just throws you to a website in order to... Where do I have an ongoing siege? In Ubni, I have an ongoing siege. Okay. So one cool thing is I can harvest spice even... I don't have to control sectors to get spice from there. and I have being Fremen, of course, people of the desert. And let me see, is there fighting still going on? No. Is it just a matter of, let's see, annexation 1.5 days? Can I do that now? Oh yeah, there it is. Right, so I'm annexing all the villages, or conquering the villages, but I'm already gathering a spice, which is great. All right, I have 3 harvesting teams. Let's see. Here are my ornithopters. You know, those are the little flyers in Dune. They're kind of cute. These aren't these aren't really how they look. But I kind of like this cute look to it. 'Cause Dune is such an unforgiving place, and while I do love the Dune movie, and by the way, the other reason I'm playing this now is because there is so much hype about Dune 2, and now, of course, there's so much hype about the fact that it's getting moved back because of the writer's strike, and everything's getting moved back. So, as a Dune fan, I'm kind of disappointed. I don't really care. I love the books. I thought the first Dune movie was really, really good, but it was like even darker than the books. And there is sort of more color to the universe. But also in these sort of strategy games, like you look at this and you're like, oh, this sort of looks like Civ. You know, it's a little cutesy or whatever. But then you get into the desert areas, and it actually looks really nice. And like obviously on a gaming PC like I have, I can put everything on ultra with a terrain system like this, and it works fine and it looks fine. But it is nice to have strategy games like this that do look nice overall, but also like the speed of the interface and how fast the AI moves is a key part of it. And you don't necessarily need like, I mean, I don't have the newest gaming PC. Like I have like a, what do I have, a GTX 1660? Like I don't have ray tracing. I don't have a freaking RTX 4000 whatever. But it's, you know, 6 or 8 gigabytes, has tons of fans. And I can still play almost anything in higher ultra. All right, so we got to go through everything here. So all right, so let's just look at let's look at the Fremen real quick, because we have played through a number of turns so far. So faction bonuses are I can harvest in neutral and controlled regions spice, which is fun because that'll lead to conflict as well, obviously, if I'm harvesting from someone else's territory. I can form alliances with independent sieges outside of the territory, which allows me to then spy on if they're in regions of the smugglers or Atreides or the House Harkonnen. They might So like when I was House Atreides, I used every opportunity to ally with sieges because I thought it was cool to be friends with the Fremen, and learned later that they were probably all spying on me. We have thumpers. You know, of course, Paul, you know, and becoming Paul J's becoming, you know, sort of a Fremen from another world, but he goes native, you know, learns how to use this stuff. But in general, things like thumpers and worm riding is limited to the Fremen. Speaking of which, I have not utilized my worm riding ability. Okay, so where's this guy? So some ornithopter. So he's on his own. He's on his own. So yeah, I actually don't need to. I don't need to, because I can ride worms. I can use thumpers to move worms away from spice sites, and I just generally have good. So all these are the spice sites, and then when there's a worms sign, as they call it, a worm spotting, you'll see like a lump underneath. But I've always escaped in time so far, and so I haven't actually seen a sandworm in this game. But now I can actually build. Am I building one now? No, I'm in administrative hall. But it places thumpers. Right, you place it close to ground military to check a sandworm, and then I can basically use it as a super fast ground transport. Especially because no matter how the maps generate, there is a general shape that. Well, let's see. How much does it change? So, where are the Atreides? So the Atreides, do I even know where the Atreides are? I mean, here's Siege 2X, so that moved around. Siege Tabor was sort of here, but like for, you know, when you get in the middle here, click on the area. All right, so it's talking about the areas. So right. So back to the gold. Okay. So how do I get the gold? So the gold has to do with building in the environmental region, which is this thin yellow line. So you have to follow the thin yellow line all the way around and see where it goes to. and like sometimes it's sort of hard to see where it ends. But there will almost never be a big resource patch without at least one village that you either have or can conquer or something, because you need to build the village in order to build the thing to harvest the resource. So I conquered this place, Cartiel. Let's see, upkeep is low, Solari. Wait, gain 50 Solari per enemy unit dying in allied territory? Oh man. Is this a stat I have at multiple places? Because I could actually do a build, not there. Because if this is a situation in multiple, if these are traits of multiple villages that are close together, where I specifically get points for kills in my territory, then I can build my territory in a way that sort of lures in. I can create areas that appear to be weak or whatever, or easy to attack, but I'm really getting tons of bonuses. Even if I lose the battles or they end up as draws, I can, let's see, gain 50% of the village's plascrete production as Solari. So I'm converting a lot of Solari into money, which is interesting. Again, very thematic. And while the Fremen are building way more buildings outside the sand than they do, in the actual Dune book, everything's underground in the book basically, at least initially. It would make sense that the buildings are smaller, but they also don't use as much plascrete. They're probably using adobe. They're probably using the old school, like Native Americans, using like clay and stone and so forth to do so. I want to conquer this place. Alright, so let's call a sandworm. I don't have a ton of units, and as Judas keeps pointing out, I just saw Judas's comments. Those guys usually closet gay. Exactly. Yeah. Either you can talk about either you're a guy who can talk about other guys being attractive because you're so comfortable in your sexuality, or it's the other extreme, where you can't because you're very uncomfortable about it. Also, though, dudes are kind of gross. I mean, women are just generally more attractive, like from an artistic standpoint. That's just my whole thing. Like if I thought guys were more attractive, I would be gay. Or trans, or something else. Doesn't really matter. I guess the body parts thing can get complicated. Okay, I don't really want to get into on my channel. So do I have that anywhere else? There's a research hub. I have lowered upkeep everywhere, which is really nice. But I have money. I want to get a couple builds going, and then we'll send some units out to fight. It's nice. You can sort of see these little tags here, which is very board gamey, to see your resources at a glance on the map without having to click on it, which is really nice. And you can turn it off with the Y, I think. No, I, or something. Yeah. And like if you click on the water like stat on the main top bar, and you just keep clicking on it, it will take you to everywhere that you've built a wind trap, which is how you get your water. Like, that's kind of cool. Like, normally you cycle between units or you cycle between bases. Here I'm cycling between water places. Plascrete, Solari. Maybe it only does it there. Well, it works great there. So I hit 5,000 hegemony. To win with hegemony, which is your overall power, which includes military and political power. You need 30,000 to win. I actually almost won that way instead of politics with the Atreides, just because I was dominating in general. I actually have the most hegemony right now. That's partially just because I'm conquering tons of villages. And when I hit that 5,000 limit, it unlocked surrounding a deep desert grants control over it, which is, if you're a board gamer, you love seeing stuff like that, because you can plan territory expansion around that, and then you just get, and deep deserts are so hard to take and keep, even as Fremen, because how dangerous they are. So that's great. And thumpers are generated passively, attract larger sandworm. I don't know what it means that they're, I'm not exactly sure what it means that a thumper is generated passively, because you still have to place the thumper. Oh, they're generated passively. Oh, so it keeps, So it keeps me. All right, I'm on pause just for the hell of it. And we'll go from here. Let me do my just beginning of the game save. I actually don't save in this game a lot. 'Cause I'm still learning it, and so I don't really care if and when I win or lose. I still have an ornithopter not doing anything. He's sort of garging. Let's see. This is the one I would like to manually control. Again, the fog of war. Yeah, you can sort of tell where it is. But if I fly over, wait. Why are these different colors? Oh, does the color have to do with the territory? See, this is where it gets complicated. Is it based on the territory? Is it based on the capital? Is it based on the environment? So here's deep desert, right? It's just, you know, even if you're someone who leaves tile markers off, but you are gay, right, Judas? Oh, man. Dude, I honestly, like, you know, like, men are just they're smelly and hairy and bestial. Now Judas is going to start talking about all the women in the world who are hairy. This will be great. This is one of his favorite topics. Let's see how specific he gets. I know who he thinks are the hairiest women. So if I fly over the Harkonnen mini empire here, I think they're just going to shoot me down. So, oh wait, okay. So for intel, I can do two things. One, I can get probes, which I can use every once in a while, which reveals all information units in the region, which sort of makes ornithopters not that valuable. But this is actually reminiscent of how spells work in Age of Wonders 4, which I'm going to keep praising because they actually made Age of Wonders 4 more complicated than previous Age of Wonders. But because the information is so easy to access with nested menus and single clicks and so forth, basically an attractive built-in fully integrated wiki into the game to answer your questions easily, it actually makes it play easier. So operations is cool. It's like spells in Age of Wonders. Like Age of Wonders, you prepare a spell if it's a world spell. So you have combat spells, but if it's a spell that you're using just in the world when you're not in combat, you have to prepare it and then you cast it. This is sort of similar. So it's like a 3-day mission and it builds, and then you can use the probe once and then you have to redo the mission, whatever. All right, what's Fremen sabotage? Apply to enemies. Military units suffer power and speed. Okay, I could afford that right now, but I'm not actively attacking. Oh, that's the other thing I have to do. What do I have? Skirmisher. So the skirmishers are stealthy. These guys need to heal. Where are the skirmishers? Can I call them 1? I'll call everyone else 2. 1. All right. So skirmishers. Only visible from close range. Bonus. Yeah, the other thing is combat's so simplistic in this. It's like, wow, buff to range and debuff to melee. Like, really, guys? Come on, you can do better than that. I mean, there are more subtleties, but it could be better than that. Let's see. For each penalty suffered by the target through oppression, gain power. But when I can ride sandworms and I have ornithopters and I have probes to scan everything, why would I... Yeah, this makes no sense. So maybe the build is... Okay, so maybe the secret build is... Alright, I still have to check all the villages to see who gets building... who gets money, just straight cash money just from killing bad guys in your region. Some of these have amazing... the other thing that is cool is... you're limited by money and space with how many spaces it's not like Civilization and other big 4X games where you just have unlimited districts and you can just keep getting more area and keep building more districts. Like, no, like you have 3 militia slots, it ends at 6 building slots. it takes a while before your capital, which is Siege Tabor, which is in the book and in the game, the capital, the main siege, underground civilization of the Fremen. But even here, you max out on, 8 buildings, choosing from 3 economy, military, statecraft. So yeah, so the basic resources are the same for all the factions, but each faction has either a completely different resource like machine scraps. Oh right, so killing mechanical users, pillaging villages. So maybe I could hit and run on mechanical units with my cloaked units. Let's see how the cloaked units look. They look okay. Military development completion speed is decreased by 15%. Oh, was that passed against me in the council? Authority production. Military developments completion. Okay. New village controlled. Alright, so here's the new village I can control. So, what? I'm already getting spice. It only has 2 water. I have plenty of water. Solari upkeep reduction is always good. Now those are ones where it's placed and any surrounding one. So, and they don't stack. So some of the problem is like some building and village benefits stack and some don't. It's not really clear which ones do which, just on a close or on a non-close look, I should say. Ooh, here's a marauder camp. I get 38 manpower. Judas did not disappoint. I won't read it out on the stream, and if you're on YouTube, which is where most of you watch it, you won't see it. But these are the 2 groups that I knew Judas would mention. I was just daring him to actually do it. That's why we love you, Judas. You say the things that everyone else is thinking. All right. So, I want an aggressive expansion strategy here. I want to start riding sandworms. So, false wall south. So this is deep desert. But I'd have to control this area, and 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 this area to get deep desert for free. So how useful is that really? It's not. It's really not. It's. I mean, okay. So here's another deep desert. So I have to have this one and this one, this one. I'm never gonna have. There's not enough deep desert, and there's not enough places to do with the deep desert to make a difference. So I got warriors and skirmishers. One basic range, one basic melee. I'm building administrative hall. Does the military allow me to? This is just power. Sorry, I keep not.
Yes.
Where do I want these guys to go? So, alright, so if I go to the Marauder camp, I could use an agent. I think all my agents are located. Here's espionage. I have 1 aircraft, Landsrad, influence, Solari intel, manpower intel. That's interesting. I mean, there's no one really I want to spy on in particular. I'm getting a new agent soon. I don't really care about Chum. Yeah, 1 in the Landsrad for votes and 1 in Arrakis to do these little missions. I think is the way to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to send... They're probably... What's quick save on this again? This is one of those quick saves where they only quick save the most recent. So I don't feel bad using quick save because if you screw up and you didn't do a normal save, then you got to go way back. But again, the hotkeys are a mess. Where are they? Toggle full screen, blah, blah, blah. Cancel action. Yeah, of course they don't have a quick speed. Why would they have a quick speed? They're about to go 1.0. They don't, or quick save, quick load. We go 1.0, they don't have it. What is this telling me is going on here? Is that just how full it is from the thing? Ooh, reward. Oh, but yeah, these mercenaries last so little time, relatively. I could use more plascrete. I don't see any plascrete things. So these are great, these special areas, because you just get straight up hegemony. So you're 1/30th of the way to your hegemony goal just by taking the area. I already have this area. How do I take... Okay, so the next question is, how do I take this area? Because does this village... I guess this village is in Acid Lakes. So I am controlling it. Okay, so that's why I got the bump on... that's where I got the big bump on hegemony. Alright, so let's just take these units that are here and attack this marauder camp and see if it does anything. In the meantime, what do we have? Warrior. We'll build... No, the skirmishers, are they... They're the cloaked ones? What's the... I mean, I guess they're the ones to build if they're cloaked and ranged. Okay, so it's not gonna let me do that. Oh, I didn't actually need manpower for that. That was stupid. I could just use my agent. Or maybe I did have to... Oh, wait. Is this plascrete? Oh, there's plascrete. Okay. So what's... So I'd have to take over Ubria. So I think I am just going to go for just land grab. So I'm going to go for land grab. I need units. I'm going to go for units. I need manpower. And I'm going to need money. Okay. So the next big thing that has to get built when I can build in my main thing is... Power to military units, military development, completion speed, right, wind trap, who has an open one? Alright, oh right, so this can do ceremonial caves. It's interesting, these relatively small numbers, but they get bigger, just really quickly. So you adjust the spice bar. So basically, you have to pay taxes to the emperor, like it's part of the game. But you can pay more than normal. If you're right on the border, you can get this red circle where they're saying, well, you're going to get taxes paid this month, but based on future projections, you might not. So then what you can do is give a little bit more than you might normally do, and that helps with your relations. And the rest just gets sold for straight cash money to the galactic, capitalist thing or whatever. But because this has this energy sources thing, I can build something called ceremonial caves. Not a lot of plus minus, buff and debuff at the same time buildings, and so it's plus 3% military unit power, minus 3% spice. So I'm harvesting 60. So 3% off of 60 is like 2 less a month. I mean, these are just small numbers for early on in the game, so they're just not worth it. Missile batteries are totally worth it. I learned that after I was invaded last time. Okay, so the main center for the Solari upkeep would be nice. More research is always good. More intel is always good. I still don't know what +1 instance of the Villas traits are, because most of the traits are not... So this is +3 Solari production per economy building. So if I built this, would this say +4 Solari production per economy? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Oh, and this is the other cool thing. Once you activate Siege Tabber, it can launch missiles at bad guys. And right now, it's just launching giant missiles at enemy ornithopters that are trying to scout me. Speaking of scouting, I keep putting off where I'm going to push this guy to scout. Especially because I'm going to be able to use the probe. Can I use the probe yet? I'm about to be able to use the probe. Alright. What do I want to look at? I'll look over here. Alright, here we go. This guy will be 1. I'll do the hero method of hotkeying, where the most recent thing I look at is what I hotkey. Alright, so here come some of their units. Oh, right, I wanted to look at... so interestingly, you do have the leader's civilization is kinds for the Fremen, which makes sense in the alternate universe. But you also get 2 famous characters to be advisors who add stuff. I just took the ones with the best buffs or whatever. Stilgar, and thematically, it makes a lot of sense. Alright, so I paid my taxes. I'm in the positive on everything here. Man, my hegemony is going up really fast. I'd love to get that 4th harvester out. Is there a spice area that I am not aware of? Here's a recruitment office for manpower. Right, there's the office. Oh, this is another ceremonial caves thing. Yeah, I think the main problem with this game is I like that it's specifically designed so that if you don't pause too much and you just kind of go with the flow. Uh-oh, here comes a huge electrical storm. This could be bad. I think I have a bit of a buff against these sort of storms, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to send him over here to look at this particular question mark or whatever. All right, what do I have? Wait, oh, they're losing supply. This is bad because I'm not at home and they're not doing anything. Right, I wanted to take over Ubria. That was the whole point of this whole thing. Where are my other units? Did they build yet? They're still building. All right, so we'll send them over to Ubria. We'll put on 1.5. So we're researching that. They have 2 ranged militia. Could easily lose this battle. It will be interesting. It doesn't give you like percentages or anything. The battle looks better than Civ, but that's not saying anything. Oh no, I'm crushing them. Yeah, these partially cloaked skirmisher units are very, very effective. Now, the smugglers who already use espionage and underhanded techniques are gonna immediately be angry at me for doing this. I don't really care. Okay, so now I need authority a lot to start annexing more. I am making a good amount of authority. This would be another reason to get more agents and move them to... Alright, so here's my ornithopter again. We're technically in conflict with everybody, right? I mean, why would anyone trust the Fremen? You know, I mean, it's not gonna happen. What is this? Polar Sink? 1,000 hegemony with a water? Quest target? What's the quest? Oh, pillage Zanin. Pillaging is good for me. Okay, so if I pillage it, I gain 1 agent with the ghost trait, which I should just be able to mouse over this, guys, and see the statistic. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. Or I could kill enemy units while a Fremen operation is ongoing and gain 200 Solari per unit killed. I'm just going to pillage and gain the agent, but we're not... I mean, we're basically almost there, but we do have to annex this village first.
The desert will surprise you.
So I have... Alright, so... And to ungroup someone is like... How do I ungroup? Is it control? Is it shift? Is it control and alt? What is the command? How do I ungroup? How do I get the 2 off of it? I don't want it to be part of 2. I just want it to be part of 3. I think maybe I do other units as 2. Yeah, it takes it off. That's sloppy. That's sloppy. Anyway, so I've got good units here. So this is just wind. I'm already getting spice here. Is this more? Oh, that's minerals. So that's another plascrete factory. So am I getting 2 plascrete factories? So yeah, so plascrete factory here. And if I take over this place, I get plascrete factory resources. That's pretty sweet. So why don't we head into that general area? Although there is this place like literally right here. Oh no. Oh no. Look at who came in the front door. Pharaoh, Nate Dogg, and Primo. That song is so old. Jesus. I should be building more stuff. Alright, what do I need? I need survival training, mobile turret. Ooh, anti-air. Oh, Fedaykin are your like your Islamic terrorist cells, basically. Okay, for each enemy military unit times 5 in combat with this unit gain power. So the more against the odds they are, the more power they gain. That's cool. That's cool. What do I need for them? Call to arms. All right, so let's jump to here. What am I researching? I'm constantly researching the wrong thing. I'm doing Arrakis secrets. Oh, I can add more crew to harvesting. That's good. That's efficiency. I mean, yeah, whenever you just add crew to anything in these type of games, you just do it. 'Cause you don't need more units. More spice. And, oh, this is the debuff I'm researching against sandstorms, which is good because there are a lot of sandstorms. Next one I have is advanced engineering, but I don't think I need that. I need, let's see, sandworm attraction hasn't been a problem. Oh, yeah, survival training. There it is. Military bases building. Yeah, so we got to start going to military bases. Militia slot, agent slot, and space guilding. I don't need slots. That's the thing. Oh, plus 25 resources from pillaging villages and sieges with health regenerations. Okay, so we'll go to army logistics. Army logistics next. How go my projects? Am I close to the 113? Yeah, I'm very close to being able to annex this village. Uh-oh, raid detected. Okay. So here are raider artificers, and of course I don't have militia built because I'm super smart. All right, so where are they headed to? Looks like they're headed here. Can I get here? Okay. So this is the perfect time to test out the sandworm mechanism. So I can get picked up there, and I want to land. How far can I go? I can go this far. Okay. In the meantime, let's build up a couple militia here. Demolition, that sounds great. Ranged, sure. Let's just fill it up. Let's fill her up, as they say. And on top of that, we're gonna build a missile battery, which we might already have one, but it never hurts to have a missile battery. We'll see how long it takes to build stuff. Yeah, it's not. Let's see. Will it speed up if I stop this one? It does speed up. It does speed up the research. Man, oof. I am just gaining territory. Oh, I wanted to look at the stats. So everyone hates me, and they all want me to give them influence in order for peace. That's always their thing. All right, let's use the probe. Oh, right, I have to pick where I'm using the probe. This is interesting. So I don't know what's going on over here. So we're gonna start searching around. So there we go. And we're gonna immediately build another probe. So there's a bunch of mysteries. Ooh, only affects your faction. Oh, that's the probe setup. Okay. All right. Spice was the other thing. I'm a little worried he's gonna get eaten up. Oh, I should be able to. All right. So in the next cycle, I'll be able to. Oh shit! Are we under attack? Did the sandworm work? Oh, I wanted to watch the sandworm. Am I riding the sandworm? Yeah, we're riding the sandworm. God, it looks so bad. Oh my god. It looks so... Will it look less bad on normal speed? Well, it's already over. That was lame. That was disappointing. Alright, well, still, the skill is good. I can apparently walk down mountains, and we're going to attack these guys. We're building the militias. We're trying to build the militias. It's not going to be a problem because these guys are going to murder the shit out of. Yeah, the council's coming soon. Trade request from. Okay, so they want to give me spice, which is double. Oh, it's just one thing of spice. Okay, so he wants a non-aggression pact, and both for thematic reasons and because I want to have peace with at least one of the other 3 groups. So I don't have everyone on my ass. The Atreides make the most sense. What does he want? He wants a bunch of intel, which I got plenty of. He wants plascrete, which I got plenty of, and he wants money. And I'm gonna get some of that money back immediately from the spice. I'm gonna accept. So we have a non-aggression pact with Atreides. And we might not even know that the son of Atreides is the Messiah. Speaking of which, I should be able to bid. No, I don't have the money for that. Where's the Alright, combat ongoing still? Plascrete. What was I gonna build? I already forget what I was gonna build there. Where's the oh, this is really still ongoing? I guess they flanked me. Like, there's no real way to micro. I do it just to pass the time, but they are putting up a pretty good fight, I will say. Oh right, no, I'm waiting on research is the problem. Survival training, 6 days remaining, and then I can build Fedaykin's, and then it will be fine. Get the shit. Siege Tabber, fire missiles on these guys. Alright, did he discover anything over here? Well, it's an enemy territory, so it's not ideal. Let's see. This has been solved, it looks like. I resolve. I got 38 manpower. There you go. Retrofitted ornithopter. I could just do some straight up scouting, so let's do that. Alright, so how far am I from survival training? 5 days. Oh, there's the vote. Alright. These are all like, this is the civ part I don't like. The politics are never good. Alright. 1. Land surround investigation. All factions gain. So it makes, so basically for the period of this, which I believe is half a month, which is each time we meet twice a month. So this gets supported. All the slots, as you saw for espionage a few minutes ago, are 3 slots. So they all fill up. So everyone has information on everyone. I'm actually going, let's see. All factions who voted for it will begin 10 lands are outstanding. But I'm not going for political victory, so I don't actually care about that. Do I have any actual votes? That's the other problem is I don't actually have votes. Because I'm not really considered part of the galactic community. Now, I can use influence, which I'm not using for anything else, as votes, but it's a finite resource. I'm going to vote against this, because even though I'm not playing an espionage game right now, I don't really want everyone to know all that stuff about me. Alright, infrastructure control. Elected faction, so I pick a faction. Negative 50 on construction cost and slot costs? Well, of course I want me. And so this is where it's going to be worth it to, I'll put 20 of my 85 influence there. Alright, Great Convention Watchers. Is this one of the actual elections? Elected faction gains enemy military units within this faction's borders, gives negative 10 influence protection to their owner. Let me see. Enemy military units within this faction border gives negative to the owner. Of whose owner? Their owner or my owner? Enemy units within this faction borders gives negative 10 influence protection to the owner. So, okay. So, this actually, right, it takes influence away. This is actually would be good for me, because I don't care about influence. And so, if I put this on Harkonnen or Smugglers, I think I'm going to put it on Harkonnen. I need to see what the power rankings are for the different civilizations at the moment. I guess it's probably still pretty closest early on. I'll put it on Harkonnens. Although they haven't actually, you know what? They haven't actually tried anything. The smugglers are usually the ones who are trying stuff. So I'll put, just for the hell of it, I'll put 10 authority or influence behind that. And I don't really care about any of these that much, so we're not gonna get hung up on that. Okay, I can finally annex this this place. Wait, is this a building I care about? Yes, it is, because of I need plascrete production. Yeah. So it's great. It takes 10 days to annex peacefully and costs all sorts of stuff, or you can do it forcefully and it takes a day and a half. Gotta love it. Oh, did I get my research yet? Nope, still researching survival training. Where is my other spice thing gonna go? Now I can harvest spice in enemy territory. Ooh, look how much spice is here. Oh no, that's wind, but still, there are multiple. Could be multiple spice field there. That's a little far away. Am I near? Can I probe? I'm gonna probe this. Yeah, there's nothing I didn't already know about. Combat ongoing. All right, so they're now sending missiles at my probe. I took a chance with the probe. Did not take out. Oh, is that what sounds sexual? Is the probe? Yeah. Let me send them all the way down here. Let me send them down here. See if I can save them. Yeah, I'm not gonna care about the voting too much. I have an unassigned agent. Okay. So, someone told me I should do Lancer-ad. Oh, so the other thing is not just that you get stuff per slot, but that it opens up missions, and you have to fill up certain research, but also like fill up certain things. So, okay. So if the Fremen sabotage is enemy military units just suffer in general. So I should just do this in general. Well, I guess I can only afford one of these. Is this the Fremen sabotage? Yeah, I can only afford one of those. So that's not that important. All these require me to have much bigger presence everywhere. Defense sabotage. That's kind of cool. Scavenger team converts 500% of the power of any dying military units into Solaris. That's cool. 20% resources from pillaging of that's cool. Insufficient Choam information level. Okay. So we're gonna put one in the Choam, and if I can, and they'll level up, and when they level up to 1, I can use scavenger team. Very simple. Still voting on stuff I don't care about. Oh, can I put crews? Oh, I'm missing manpower. Judas, I need manpower. Okay, so this would be something I would want to build at my capital in a large quantity at Siege Tabor if it's available. This is all spice production. This would be it. Military units, command point, power, experience. Yeah, that doesn't actually do much. I just need to build. I just need to build it in one of my empty slots. Oh, there it goes, sounding sexual again. All right, so something's going on with this Marauder camp. Oh, there we go. I get the reward. That's the other. Yeah, I'll get some stuff from there. So I already have a recruitment office. Is there anything I can do to boost the manpower? Boost the manpower. Again, I'm still not totally sure if this is off the map. Things like this are not clear. So there's the ceremonial caves. Let's see. This is still going on. This is still under siege, so I can't move those units. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be the smartest thing. We successfully defended there. That's great. Ooh, what do I see over here? Oh, and that's just my stupid village. More wind power here. Basin. Yeah, where do I want to conquer? I think I want to actually start moving towards the Harkonnens. I'm a little worried about this. So I'm going to take these army units. And the first thing I'm going to do is move them over to here and see if I can take out their stupid ornithopter from spying on me. But I do need to. I do need something producing more manpower. So unfortunately, it can be very boring. Second building is just going to be +4 manpower production. Not exciting. What are you going to do? All right. So who's on my actual frontier? So when this finishes annexing, I'm going to need to put defenses up here. Yeah, I'm going to need to put defenses up there. All right. So this is more plascrete here. Is the one I took over about to have... This is the one's about to have all the plascrete, right? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Alright, so we just unlocked this village. They're on the border, so immediately we want some heavy militia, even though they cost money. Okay. Second, we want to get plascrete. We can get +20 and plus the bonus here. Okay, but before I build it, is it in the same region? Yeah, it's in the Novu Basin or whatever the hell it's called. All right, so first building will be a plascrete factory. I'll keep it in my borders. I'm still learning what that means. So yeah, so that's interesting. I guess I don't need to keep my units here. What's this? Minerals? Is that the plascrete? Yeah, okay. So let's go take another village and keep that border going. Is this deep desert by any chance? No. Alright, here comes the attack. I don't know what the odds are. I don't know what any of this is based on, but I feel like I should win. Alright. My ornithopter needs to heal, so we'll send him back here. Oh, meanwhile, this place has buildings to build. Places to be, buildings to build. Everyone says to just keep building water, even when you have it. But I'm gonna have to be putting a manpower production in like every village because I can't build army until that happens, which is really unfortunate. Or like put crews on my my thing. So the thumper thing was cool, sort of in principle. Unsurprisingly, it didn't look great. I don't know. I mean, what's this game gonna cost? Hold on one sec, guys. Let me just jump real quickly to the Steam page for this. So I have a couple of the factoids straight about the release and so forth. Blah blah blah. All right, Dune. So okay, so I'm on their Discord. How do you find out how much is on the Discord? I can see how many people. Oh, okay. They have 3,000 people on their Discord for a Dune game. It seems kind of small. And then they've been charging $30 for early access. I don't know if they're changing the price for the full one. They are adding content, but it's not like what I would call like tons of stuff. You know, these are the guys that did Northgard, a Viking real-time strategy game like this that seems deep and they're constantly upgrading, but at the same time, it isn't actually that deep. Is this manpower recruitment? Alright, so that's another building. We can't build it right now anyways. Oh, here's Siege Tabar finally shooting missiles at the Harkonnen building. So that's good. Okay, so the price keeps going up on annexation, but authority we are building-ish. So when the plascrete factory's done, I mean, I probably should get some defenses here. I'd love to close this region off and get these guys away. Can I attack? Can I attack their... Can I attack their ornithopter? Yeah! Kill it! The problem is, though, now I think I lost whatever progress I had here. Oh, but I didn't have progress because I don't have the authority yet, or whatever it's called. Oh, my research should be done. Survival training. 0 days remaining. How much? Okay, like really almost finished. Here's the espionage. Right, so what ended up passing in the Lance Rad? Decline. Has it passed yet? No, voting on in 1 day. So, is this explorable?
We're going.
Whoops, did I tell the army to do that? That's not what I wanted. Why won't my ornithopter move? Ornithopter move. He just doesn't want to go there. There's got to be some question marks here somewhere they can do some research, right? Alright, we'll send him over here. That should have been the research finishing. Awesome. Okay, so now I have infiltrators. First attack inflicts plus 40 damage and causes weakness, and they're also stealthy. Oh man. Oh, I like this. Yeah, give me 2 of those. Lands red vote. It's ending in 0 days. Let's see if it actually ends. I'll throw a little bit more money behind this. Results. So support for the information, punish the Harkonnens, and then support the fucking smugglers. So I didn't really get anything out of that deal. Authority still growing. Alright, so I have to start building tall a little bit, as they say, while I'm waiting to continue building wide. What do I need? Do I have a wind? I just have a recruitment office. Yeah, I mean, I am the Fremen, and everyone says water is going to end up being more important than you think, which is totally thematic. I should have a wind trap everywhere because I'm Fremen, so that's what we're going to do. Judith's on a whole nother level of sexual innuendo in chat. I can't even translate what he's talking about. Cause I don't actually know. All right, so here's where the missile battery is gonna be like right up against the bad guys. It's not the most inviting thing ever. Yeah, so I did send these guys by accident. I wanted to send them over here. Go over here. We're going.
What do you need?
Yeah, this is the edge of the known Dune, or at least accessible Dune worlds. All right, I'll put him on auto recon. I don't know if I need that extra. Combat ongoing. All right, we knew that was gonna happen. That was sort of the point. We do want to get more militia. What do we have? We've got heavy militia. Let's get some range militia.
We'll get their water. We won't waste time.
Let's see. Gonna need. Actually, we're not that far away from having the authority to take this village. All right, so we're closing in here. I mean, it's really like Dune, the Risk. It's like Risk, the Dune version, but with more a lot more resources, and asymmetrical factions, obviously. Very asymmetrical. Alright, so where am I with everything? Hegemony. So I'm still ahead. It's with 7,200. That's great. Everyone has shares of the mega capitalists. I don't. I don't have any land rats standing, so I can't vote. When I get to 10,000, hegemony grants knowledge of enemy alliances with sieges. Right, that's what I was talking about. Allied sieges have a settlement. Yeah, okay. That's what I was talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so now I'm getting to the point where wait, let me just say, infiltrators just seem so good. Why don't I just keep building them just for the hell of it? All right, and with the rest of my money, is there any way I can start improving my military situation a little bit? Oh, here it is. Right. Let's take the spice. Trade the spice for military unit power. I think now it's gonna be worth it. Now it's gonna be worth it because our spice production, we you know, isn't that much, but my army power production is growing much faster. All right, resolve it. We get manpower. That's great. Ongoing siege. Fantastic. We're just waiting to hit 128 on the authority meter. Construction complete. Construction complete. Alright, so am I harvesting all the special resources I can? That's the next question. Within the regions that I am, am I getting it? Am I getting them? I hope I won't trap here. This has a lot of stuff. Yeah, this map doesn't have, for me at least, a ton of other resources. I will be able to get more plascrete here. So this actually was probably a better next place to invade. Whoops, too late. And there's annexation. Sweet. Alright, Ubria. Let's build some demolition military, just because that sounds cool. But another building slot. Plus 20% to allied military units in the region and its neighbor. This seems like a good building to have here. Let's go with that. Alright, who else needs buildings in their slots, so to speak? Is a lot?
We're ready to hunt
Is a lot to slots? And we have wind trap, recruitment office. Is there anything else special here? Well, there's spice, but we are harvesting it, right? Yeah. That is in service of life. Totally kinds. Yeah, how's our knowledge? Just 5? Like, even adding 1 knowledge in this random place, it seems like kind of a smart idea. Oh, right, I can start adding crew. Right. Wait, hold on. Where are they? Missing resources again, of course. So are these all my? These are all my special undercover units. All right. So I can call in a Sandworm now to get somewhere fast. Where did I say I wanted to conquer? Yeah, this is deep desert. I think I'm gonna take this so I can cut off the Harkonnens. The Harkonnens. So let's see. I move together, and then I place a thumper. Okay, I can't do it inside the village, I guess. Sandworm can only be called on sand. Wow, that makes total sense. So, do I have sand near my home region to even take? No. I don't. So we're going to go by foot. We're going to go by foot, and we're just going to invade this village. Alright, got another building slot. Right, where are the power rankings? I keep trying to decide to do this. So I'm giving tons of money to the Emperor, so he better be, or I'm sorry, the Spacing Guild bribe. I could be giving much less. Do they offer a, is it just the escape key? No, it doesn't say. Yeah. I mean, say what you will about Civilization. You may like it, you may love it, you may hate it, but if you need to get the stats or the information, you don't need it at all, but if you need to get them, then you can get them. Missing resources. What do I need? Manpower? Yeah. I'm -2 manpower. It's because of all my armies. Okay. Alright, so this Thopter is just going to get dismantled. That should do something for manpower, right? Nope. Resources deficit. great. Alright. So yeah, I mean, that's the problem in these games. You have a bunch of crises come up at once, and you have to pause it. At least temporarily. 3, 4. Where's 2? So 2's here. I say we just keep invading. I think we could just end up losing the game soon from just expanding way too fast, but I don't know the parameters, so we'll have to wait and see where that goes. All right, there is a button that can take me between. So QE goes between the units. What goes between? Something goes between the cities. It's not tab or villages. It's a little confusing. Yeah, I already have manpower going there. So we're gonna. Oh, headphones are running out. This will be good. This will be good to take a break after an hour. Yeah, I mean, my first campaign I was able to play a few sessions for an extended period. But I am definitely finding here on the second playthrough that that's sort of it's a fun hour, and then it just sort of starts feeling a little old. So we're just gonna keep conquering. All right, where's the next village? All right, so now I have a village under siege, and I of course didn't build any militia. So here's where Sandworm would be amazing. So these guys are occupied. These guys are not. So the 3s, they need a thumper. Where can they place the thumper? Ah, here we go. All right, and then the attack on me is happening here. Sandworm cannot reach this area. How far can they go? What? What a waste. That's nothing. Man, I'm in trouble. Should I abandon my attack on that other thing? I can save myself? I don't know if that's gonna really do anything. I think I'm just gonna send my units the long way across the map and hope that, I mean, they should be able to just walk in on this village because I have no defense. So that's not ideal.
We'll claim their water. They'll die before noticing.
All right, so we're gonna take that back. We still need authority. We need authority here. Are we still attacking here?
They're noisy as Shai-Hulud in a rage.
Yeah, I'm almost at 10,000 hegemony, by the way. So, for the moment, it's definitely worth trashing these villages. How's my tax situation? Okay, so here's why I want to start giving some more taxes to make everyone a little bit happier. Another Lance Rat happening. I'll deal with that next time. All right, let's just look at research. I have a manpower problem. So, is there anything I can do to use research to increase manpower? Doesn't look like manpower is in any of the research tracks. Oh, wait. Plus 20%. Okay. So Call to Arms is next. I'm a dummy. And there goes my headphones. I don't need them. I don't know why I was listening to them, to be honest with you. Where's my other... Wait, what? Wow, I lost a unit in that battle, huh? Okay. I mean, it can't be too easy. Oh, so I can start. This will be fun. So I can't afford a harvesting team. Because I don't have manpower. Erg. Erg. Inside joke for Dune fans. Erg. I'm putting manpower buildings like literally everywhere. Okay, my guys did make it over here, so they should be able to get rid of these pirates. I lost a lot of build time there. There's no lots. This place can afford more. So it will also build manpower. I know, super exciting. This feels like terraforming Mars almost, honestly, with just like some fighting. Hear about Trump jail booking? Manpower problem, go to a gay club. Oh, dude, the Trump jail booking thing is amazing because, as far as I know, him being forced to go in that prison is the first time in his entire life he was forced to spend time with poor people and everyday criminals. He spends all of his time with criminals, but he had to actually spend time with jailbirds. I'm not sure he's ever interacted with people like that before. I would love to have seen what that was like. Oh man, I really want to take these villages. I'm still...
And muffles our steps.
Muffles our steps. The Irish accent for the Fremen? Sure, why not? Alright, got another building here. We should be building militia. Oh, is this a... Okay, so is this a Plascrete area? Is this one of the reasons we took this? Where's the Plascrete? If there is Plascrete, where is it in this area? Nowhere that I can see. In the basin. So we're gonna go right for the wind trap. There's the manpower. Everything's reduced. You know, are these guys on the border? They are kind of on the border. On multiple borders. Should we just give them a missile battery? It's got a big upkeep. Yeah, we're actually low on money. This could be actually a problem. This could be a problem. So let's put the Solari upkeep thing here. And where else is touching a lot of different places? I guess here. Juice is obsessed with Donald Trump's height for some reason. I'm not really sure why. He's a big fat oaf. I'm not sure what else you would have expected. Oh, I can pillage, right. I get a lot of money and I get gears. Village unusable. No, I want the minerals of this one, but I actually could trash this one. Yeah, let's pillage this one. And then we'll take over this one. Okay, Lands Red vote. 2 Lands Red Punishers will appear next to the base. Elected faction gets Lands Red standing. I don't get any Lands Red standing. I'm not going to vote for that. Elected faction gains Solari upkeep. Alright, well, I actually have a good amount of influence to spend, so I shall spend it. And 2 that support me. Alright, we're really going to stop here soon. As soon as I figure out how to annex and pillage these villages. Pillage these villages. Mr. Anderson. Alright. Yeah, I mean, my hegemony's gonna... Yeah. I mean, it's almost too easy. I mean, you get hegemony by taking over land, which also... Oh, whoa, there's me echoing. Am I pillaging this? No, I specifically want to annex that because I want to get the crystals. We're almost there. We are almost there. Ooh, I can get more missions. Oh, scavenger team. Dying military units. I should have done that before. Defense sabotage, missile batteries. Supply drop. Ally non-mechanical units receive gain 65. How long does this last? 50% regeneration per day. An EMP bomb? Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Camping units and missile batteries. Hidden thumpers. Here's all the assassination attempts. That's always fun. I mean, I guess I'll try, I shall try. Supply drop. I have to research it, just like in Age of Wonders. Researching spells. Come on, let me take this place over already. There we go. There's the annexation. So we pillaged this village. It's on fire. Don't particularly need this place. Is this deep desert? No, I won't get it for free, but this is kind of protecting me. We should keep expanding though, because we're about to get. Okay, so this is deep desert. That's not ideal. I think here next, a lot of water and a bunch of hegemony and other supply going. Although I have guys closer, so we'll send these guys here to invade.
The desert will surprise you.
What does Liet command?
What does Liet command?
The desert will surprise you.
Do you feel in charge?
We're ready to hunt the...
Are we ready to hunt? Where are we go? Where are you hunting? I don't recall sending you to hunt anywhere. I guess being on the border isn't the worst. Although this is... Oh no, we'll have someone at that border. So yeah, actually leaving some military units here is actually pretty smart. Pretty smart. And I'm going to build another building, which is going to be a missile battery, of course. I can fire directly into their area. I'm already firing on their... I'm already firing on the Harkonnens. Poor Ornithopter. Oh, you gotta love it. You got to love it. So thematic. How is my militia elsewhere? More complete. Did I take over this place yet? I did. Okay, this will be the last thing I do. Get a heavy militia unit, and immediately to manpower, because we're constantly low on manpower. Throw it to Judas for a bad joke. Just his ass alone must be 250. Oh, you're saying Trump weighs... Yeah, Trump should weigh like 260 or something. I mean, again, fat weighs less than muscle. He has no muscle. He's pure fat. So that actually... 260 might be too much. So yeah, maybe like 240. Like, he's probably 6'1", 240 instead of 6'3", 2... whatever. Right? Is that what you're getting at here, Judas? Can I get Fedaykin yet? Fuck, I need call to arms. Am I researching that? I am. Okay. Oh, right. So I want to start taking... I want to get another Sandworm team and start stealing it from under the noses of the Harkonnens. That will be fun. Speaking of which, Siege Tabor should be ready for building. I guess I keep spending before getting up to the limit there. 320 pounds. No, he's got a big gut, but he doesn't have enough muscle. He doesn't have enough like body mass. It's just fat. Fat weighs way less than muscle. And he looks thin boned too. He's got small hands. He's got these like gross little creepy small hands. God, what a creepball. He's had to go to 4 jails already. It's funny. He's running for president while he's being forced to tour the prison system of America and check in on all of them because everyone's suing him for being a dictator. I said this would happen. No one believed me. Everyone thought Trump would get away with it. I said, no way. I said, Trump is not going to get away with this. And looks like I'm going to be right in that particular prediction. I guess these guys can kind of wait here for now. Who am I attacking? No, we're just sort of chilling here. Yeah, we got a lot of units just chilling here. That's cool. All right. I don't think we're waiting on anything big, so I think I check my taxes, I check my stockpile, I check my research. Military units, Solari upkeep. That'll be a big, yeah. We're gonna go all the way through the military tree. It makes the most sense for what we're trying to accomplish. Espionage, we're waiting on new units. The council is out of session. I'm not currently in any battles, so pretty successful session overall, I guess. I expanded a lot. I'm almost at 10,000 hegemony. I'm really pulling away in hegemony, and so even on a normal level, playing the Fremen, who are supposedly hard, just by conquering places and, you know, having enough units and not having, I managed to keep the upkeep, so I'm still in the positive most of the time. At 10,000, right? It's still about finding other sieges. It's not that big of a deal. It's more that I'm just trying to get to 30,000. Oh, you know what? I wonder. They keep scanning over here, so why don't we? No, I don't have the resources for it. I was gonna say let's build a missile battery just to shoot at him. Missile battery just to shoot at him. Oh, do we get? Okay, here comes the. Oh no, this will be the last thing I do. Is the harvesting caravan, the spice crawler. No, no, no.
He who beat you.
All right, can he take a spice a sandworm? I don't think so. No, it's not letting me take. Oh, so I can do it in enemy territory, but only if they're not. That's less helpful. And now I'm stuck with a. I don't want to say I'm stuck. I mean, we could just go in the deep desert. Let's just try it.
Beat him in pruning.
Okay, so one of my ornithopters is getting beat up, so he's gonna go home. Who's the closest to the harvester? So he's gonna actually follow this harvester into the deep desert just in case. Okay, well, I was wrong. I was wrong. The Harkonnens are more than ready to get into the fight. The good news is I've got lots of units over here. I do have a thumper. And this is going to be great. Where am I putting it? I found a place. There was a place. Sandworm can only be called on sand. Well, where was it? I swear to God there was a place. I was just looking at it. Close to military units on sand. Is this sand? I don't even know. Tuano Basin. Alright. Well, in the meantime, let's physically start moving on my units up here. And then along the way, we'll see if we can place a thumper. Yeah, I can't seem to figure out how to do that in time. God, why can't I build a Fedaykin? I'm still working on Call to Arms. Motherfucker! Can I build a turret in the middle of battle here? This will be fun. Let's see how that goes. Get after them. We're cloaked. They can't see us. Oh, I think we took him. We did take him. Not only that, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go fuck up their harvester. This will be great. These guys are already going out into the deep desert, and I kind of want to do this just to see where it goes. But at the same time, I just want to destroy their harvester. This shouldn't even be hard. Now all my units are up here. That's not exactly what I wanted. We'll call you 1. And you're going to actually come back this way. Take this village along the way. And then all you guys are going to be 2s. Why did that not work? Who are these guys? Oh, those are just raiders.
They won't hear our steps.
They won't hear our steps. Ah,
Claim their water.
oh, this is great.
To your steps.
Claim their water.
Swift as
We're,
the wind.
we did some good damage there. So the question is now, could I send another? Now that they removed their thing, I could start taking down the Harkonnens, honestly. Do I have anything special in this region? I do. So we're gonna put that militia, and a ranged militia, and now we're gonna add a plascrete factory over here. Man, my army has been getting beat up. The skirmishers seem to last longer than the infiltrators. I guess they have more health. How far are we from? We're still a little ways away. We'll try infiltrators again. All right, let's get to that 10,000 hegemony. That'll make me feel better. Party of Law and Order, please. Republicans haven't been a party of law and order since Eisenhower was president. So that was like 7 years ago. In fact, the Democrats are constantly being accused by Republicans of trying to control everybody's rights. Unless it's abortion or gay rights, in which case, of course we're going to control them, say the Republicans. Trade request. He wants to send me plascrete, which I do need. Is this Solari per month? Or no, this is just straight Solari? He just wants 10% of each to double my plascrete? Okay. That works. Now I need gold. Increase my stockpile here a little bit, make them a little bit happier. Okay, so now they're sending people out over here. I built my militia like I was supposed to. Yeah, the unit grouping is just horrible. I've multiple times because I've been unable to deselect units. All right. Let's finish with another heavy militia. We've got the turret. The missile battery should start firing on them immediately. Alright, here comes the militia. Oh no, they're dying. Are they dying in the desert?
We'll move fast.
Get over there. Move faster.
We'll hide our tracks.
Okay, there we go. Actually, this is the perfect time to invade their city. They're gonna try and... Okay, so now we're gonna win this fight. And now we're gonna go after their crawler again. This is great. This is great. This is super thematic. Even my missile turrets hitting their harvester. How low will it go before the carryall comes and picks it up? I could go after their city. It's almost petty at this point. I call to arms, so I can make Fedaykin's now. Yeah, those are like MUAD'DIB's like special, personal, elite units. Unsigned agent. What do I get if I get 2 agents somewhere? EMP bomb, the Lancerad. Hidden thumpers, defense breaches, 3% damage received by the target main base. Oh, I do have a supply drop. I might as well use it. I'll use it here. Help out these units. I still have to assign this. Let's do counterintelligence just in case they're spying on me. I mean, why wouldn't they be spying on me? Alright. So, where are these guys located? They're still trying to come over here. It's hilarious.
The sand is our path.
The sand is our path. Come on, let's get 10,000. Sandstorm detected. So we know the sandstorm's coming because we're Fremen. So let's get the hell back to our territory. What are the parachutes? What is this? Oh, that's me sending supplies to troops that aren't even in there anymore. So they're going to try to come attack me. But then they're going to get eat. Oh, here it is. Finally. Sandworm, just eat them. Just eat them up. No, you missed. The sandworm's jaw looked great, and they completely missed. And now they're disappeared. Great. Let me get another probe for next time. Whoa. Why? What's red? Oh, oh, the sandworm's now near here. Oh, this could be bad. Why did I call Thumper here? That's interesting. I thought I almost had destroyed their harvester. That would have been really funny.
The sand muffles our steps.
The sand muffles our steps. So wait, there's a sandworm nearby here. So what am I supposed to do? I guess I place a Thumper here, and then let's get them back on the plateau, I guess. Here.
Swift as the wind.
Take them, take them, take them, take them. Yeah, there they go. So we're riding the sandworm. Even though we're getting... Oh, there's a decoy Thumper. Auto casted. That's awesome. That's really thematic. Yeah. Of course the Fremen would have an auto Thumper. That's the thing. They end up being sort of advanced culturally, philosophically, like all these ways that, you know, the typical, you know, desert tribes are not portrayed, but they also end up being much more technologically advanced than anyone thinks. Oh, I hit 10,000. Okay, that was my goal. All right, so that was Dune. Spice Wars. I'm not sure it's fully a game. It's sort of a simulation with some game elements. I wish them the best. I think they're a good company. I don't know if I see a lot of future in this game. It's kind of a closed system, and there's not a ton of room to expand. And while there are a bunch of resources, they all sort of lead into generally the same place. So I'm giving this game, I think, a B- or C+. I'll be nice, give it a B- in its current state, and I'll revisit it when the 1.0 drops, and we shall go from there. Trump is featured in this game. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to be back on streaming in a bit, but not this game. So, we'll see. Dune Space Force has 6,000 followers and no watchers, other than Judas here and maybe a couple other people who have peeked in here. So, yeah, I just, you know, I put an hour and a half in. It wasn't exactly my best hour and a half ever. But it's fun. And if you like Dune, it's thematic and it's cool, but it's, you know, if you're gonna play one of these start and stop, you know, like RTS hybrid games as I call them, it's like a RTS turn-based hybrid thing where you start and stop time. It's Paradox's invention mostly. So Hearts of Iron and Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis and Stellaris, of course. Go for those bigger games. They're not necessarily more rewarding, but you sure have a lot more that you can do. And you also can, you know, really stop for a period of time, get a lot done, have an order of operations. Your auto pause feature works better when events pop up. And you can have events like not pop up automatically and so forth. And then you can actually speed up time really fast to get things moving, get research going, building going, and then stop, do stuff. It's just a better rhythm. It's a better rhythm. This game has, you know, it's sort of complete in the formal sense of completing a game, but it's just not that good. But we'll play some more. We'll finish the Fremen campaign and see the 1.0. So thanks for joining, and see you guys soon.